Alright, hello. Today we are basically doing what is considered an unlisted moment. We're doing a little bit of prep for the birthday / anniversary annual thing that we do, which we're going to be doing next week. Is it next week? When is it? What's the date today? 6th. So we're doing it the week of the 17th, I think. I'll have to double check it, but it should be the week of the 17th, I believe. I believe. You're doing great, Kiwix. It's been so long. It's been a few days. Yeah, I've had quite a stretch of work shifts over the past week, so I have been away for a little while. But I am back, and it's now night shift as well. So we've officially transitioned to night shift today. So it should be, hopefully, a relatively long stream, but I might be a bit sleepy for it. But yeah, so today, first thing that I want to do. Oh, thank you for the contribution to the gift sub challenge, by the way. The first thing that I want to do, we're going to go through and we're going to have a look at the games we've played this year. And I'm going to write a bunch of stuff down, clean up the list a little bit, and then work out what we're doing. Because the anniversary stream, for those that are unaware, because we only sort of started it last year, but I did want to make it an annual thing. The anniversary stream, what we do is we take all the games that we've played in the past 12 months, as well as a handful of games that we might not have visited, because obviously we've got a few years to catch up on. We can't do it all at once. We take a few games that are ones that we might not have touched on in the last year, or in the future, hopefully, but in previous years. And then there's going to be also certain, we'll call them anniversary favorites that I only really play for the anniversary stream. Because they're sort of things that we need to revisit for whatever reason. Looking at you, Cloud Punk. But there's going to be some stuff that obviously I didn't play on stream. Some stuff that I booted up to like check audio levels and then decided not to stream, or maybe it's not a game that I would necessarily revisit for the anniversary. Like Destiny, for example, they wouldn't necessarily do an anniversary thing for that. And there's also going to be some games that I would consider as games that, left their footprint on the past year. But it would be difficult to do a half-hour thing on them. Which game? All of them. All of them. The game, as far as the footprint is concerned, is as an example, what's the one that we played recently? The In-Sound Mind. So In-Sound Mind, cool game, but we're sort of done with it. Like, you play through it once and then that's it. Not that it's bad for that reason, but going back to revisit it for half an hour, it's kind of like last year we had Nobody Wants to Die. Great game. Love that game. Really, really good game. Love the setting and all that sort of stuff, but going back to play it for half an hour, you can't really just jump in and do something for half an hour because it's very sort of story heavy. But yeah, so there's that sort of thing going on as well. But when we do the anniversary stream, what we do is we do almost like a marathon, not a marathon necessarily. Like, we're not like, I'm not going to be streaming for 48 hours or anything crazy like that. But for a couple of days, we do half an hour per game, and we just jump in, we play for half an hour, and then we sort of randomly select what the next game will be. And then it'll randomly choose a game for us, and we play the next one, and we sort of knock them off a list. But there will be redeemables that you can use. Like last year, we had 5 more minutes that people could claim. So you can claim 5 more minutes, and you can extend the time of a game that you enjoy, or that sort of thing. Is it a 24-hour live? No, not a marathon. That's what I was saying. So I won't be streaming for like a long period of time. It's not going to be a marathon in that sense, but it'll be more like a medley. More like a medley. So it'll be like, for a couple of days we will do a couple of streams that will be relatively long streams, but they'll be You know, maybe we get through 10 games a day, maybe we get through 15 games in a day. You know, it really depends on how we go and how extended they get. Like, some of them we might play for an hour, some of them we might play for the 30 minutes and then move on and be like, okay, we're done with that forever now. Like, it really depends. But we'll sort of, I'm just putting together a bit of a list here. So obviously we've got to start with one of the most recent, Supermarket Sim, which you can very easily jump in and do half an hour of. We'll do like a day or two of that. That'll be easy peasy. That's a lot. Yeah, well, I mean, I want to touch on as many of the games that I've played in the past 12 months or streamed in the past 12 months to do like a throwback to it. But like I said, not everything's going to be able to be done, and depending on how much time we have, we might not be able to do it. But it all sort of coincides with the channel anniversary and the birthday stream and all that sort of stuff. So it all sort of happens at the same time. So it's a big event. But that's today for the first half hour or so. We're just sort of going to double check a few things and check off a bit of a list and that sort of stuff. So GTA Online, probably not. We might use it as a bit of a bookend. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do GTA Online if I was to do it. But I'm thinking if I do it, it'll just be like a bookend type of thing. Bookend. Then we've got... So I didn't play Hitman 3 this year. I booted it up because I was going to do it as part of the Halloween night stream, but unfortunately we had to skip that one. I had a unfortunate last minute issue that came up. We did skip out on that one. But again, it's sort of one of the favorites. We might be able to go back and do like a little thing with it. Maybe. I'll put it in the question mark column. Hitman 3 question mark. There we go. Fallout 76 we can do half an hour easy enough, but I don't know if that's going to be... Was Fallout our bookend last year? I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe. We'll put it in the maybe list. Did I say Fallout 3 or Fallout 76? It doesn't matter. I know which one I'm talking about. Little Nightmares Enhanced. We could probably do half an hour because it's got the chapters and stuff. Maybe we could do that as like maybe we do some DLC, or we pick like a favorite chapter of it and go back and just sort of feel the vibes of it, because it's not a particularly long game. So we could pick like a certain chapter and muck around in it a bit, explore and do some things. Maybe we do some secrets or something for that one. It's always the most difficult early on in the list, because it's sorry if I'm tuning out suddenly mid-sentence. It's because I'm writing stuff down. I tend to, when I speak and write at the same time, I write down whatever I'm saying and then not what I'm trying to write down. Yeah, we can probably go back and do that, like doing the 100%. I don't think we can do 100% in half an hour. Even an hour, I don't think we could do 100%. I'm sure that because of the length of the game, you could probably knock it over in a few hours and it would be relatively straightforward to do. But knowing where everything is would be tough, because I want to go back and I want to do the DLC and I want to do that. I want to do the second one and all that sort of thing in the near future. But going back to revisit this one, especially since it was so recent, it's more like a quick visit before we actually go back and dive into the DLC or anything more substantial. So it's just like you know, like how you can get well, I don't even know if you can get albums anymore that have like hits of 2025 or whatever, and it's like 20 tracks from the top 40 music. It's kind of like that. It's like, here's a bit of this game that we played, and here's a bit of this game that we played, and here's a bit of that game that we played. And it's always the most difficult at the start of the list because it is it's so much it's so recent that I'm sort of like, what am I going to do for that, you know? The second story is shorter than the first, like the DLC. Do you mean that the second game story is shorter than the first game story, like the DLC is short? Or do you mean the second story is shorter than the first, as in you mean the DLC is shorter? Because I know the DLC is, you know, only the 3 chapters or whatever. Because I got halfway through it or whatever before we sort of figured out that it wasn't the right game. We could do half an hour Red Dead Online. I don't know what I'm going to really do for that though. I'll put that down as a question mark. The second story in the first game. Oh yeah, the DLC story. Yeah. Yeah, we got halfway through it. I did the bit swimming around with the really long elderly person in the water that was swimming around and dragged you under and stuff, and I was helping rescue gnomes so that they could throw a bunch of coal in the thing, and I was pushing around mine carts, and that was sort of where we had to stop. But yeah, I'm definitely I want to go back and do it all as one thing. Ball pit. Yeah, we can do ball pit. Ball pit will be easy because it'll just be like we'll just run a level. We can just run a level of ball pit and it'll be nice. Did I do Slay the Spire on stream? Probably. Slay the Spire should be pretty straightforward to do as well. It's another roguelike. Slay the Spire. Ball Pit's so good, I really like it. Yeah, I really like Ball Pit too. It's really good music, and it's very sort of engaging moment to moment. Like, it reminds me a lot of, even though they're not similar in gameplay whatsoever, it reminds me a lot of Vampire Survivors in, like, how addictive it is and how much it sort of makes you just want to keep, like, have one more round and one more round and one more round, you know? D2, I don't think so. Like, we can put it on the random list, but... See, this is the hard part too, like, we did a bunch of escape rooms, and the escape rooms, they're sort of like one and done. Like, it would be hard to go back and be like, let's revisit it or whatever. Paint the Town Red. I don't believe I've ever actually recorded an episode of Paint the Town Red. Paint the Town Red is usually like a, well, I could do another episode of this game, but that's 2 hours and I need to go to bed in 45 minutes, so let's just muck around and paint the town red. One day I'll actually record an episode for the VODlings out there. Midnight Suns is going to be an easy one to do, because we've got all the post-game stuff. Midnight Suns. Let's do question marks on that side so they're easy to pull out of the list. There for Red Dead, there for Fallout, and maybe that as well. Alright. Helldivers. I don't think I've done a stream for Helldivers. FVC Firebreak, I don't think I've recorded. One day we will. One day we will. Rain World I haven't done on stream. I didn't even really play. I played for barely any time. Silksong we started, but I'm not going to be doing any of Silksong. We're saving Silksong for later. They can come up later on. Control we did a few streams to finish off the DLC. And we do still need to go back and do the Kojima thing. Hideo Kojima. We might be able to knock that out in half an hour. Not too sure how long it is. XCOM 2 we didn't really stream. We talked about it. Because I want to create characters for everybody in chat. So that when we actually go in and play it, we have you guys in there as created characters, so you can sort of be part of the game. I think that'd be really cool. Like seeing everybody run around and interact with each other and protect each other and go on big adventures. Shotgun King would be an easy one to do. Shotgun King. That's how we spell shotgun, isn't it? Yeah, that'll do. Wu Chang I haven't played. I think I've opened up the menu and been like, yep. No Man's Sky I didn't stream. I think I opened up the menu and went, not this year. Or not this day. And then it just ended up being not this year. Dear God I didn't do on stream. Abiotic Factor I didn't do on stream. Dredge, we definitely need to go back to Dredge. We're already getting a little bit of a list going. It's already a little bit of a list going. Grounded for sure. See, even Grounded feels really recent. I really enjoyed Grounded. And we've got a second ending on that to chase down as well, so we can do a little bit of that. Arcade Paradise I haven't done on stream this year. I booted it up to see if it kept my save file, and I don't believe it did. We might even be able to play some of that tonight. Anthem, again, I booted up the menu to have a look. Division 2 doesn't really feel like an anniversary stream game. Lies of P, we did the DLC. We could do like a boss rush or something like that. Lies of P. Darktide I haven't done on stream. Little to the Left. I don't think I've done a Little to the Left on stream either. I think that was like a rainy day when I was sick game, and I'm like, I like this. It is satisfying. Did you try Escape from Dukov? It's a silly game. I heard about it. That's like the isometric duck game, the extraction shooter duck game where you go in and you do different things and everything is like ducks or dogs or whatever. I have heard about it. I've heard it's pretty good. It's pretty good. We can definitely do Oblivion. But no, I haven't played it. I haven't played it yet. Heard many good things there. Have you played it much at all? You gotten into it? The Ascent we definitely didn't do on stream this year. The Altars, I started to test the audio and stuff for it. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I was derailed. It might have been the week before Oblivion came out or something. Nah, that can't be right, because that was the week, because Oblivion came out the same week as Expedition 33. Or the week before, week after, around the same time. So we definitely did that then. I don't know why I would have booted it up since. But I guess we did. Elden Ring Night Rain, we might be able to do a run. Elden Ring Night Rain. Your boyfriend plays it, he likes it. Yeah, it's I've heard it's a lot of fun. I've heard it's really popular, like a lot of fun, and can be kind of funny to watch. I haven't actually really watched much gameplay. I saw some reviews on it and stuff, and people talking about how good it was, but I haven't really watched much in the way of gameplay of it yet. But being an extraction shooter that is single player, it does interest me more than a lot of the PvP ones. Because it'll, I don't play a lot of PvP stuff. Here and there. You know, or like PvP, VE is okay. But straight up PvP, I don't really play much of anymore because it just... I get too competitive. And I never really... Unless I have a really, really successful day, and you have that satisfaction sort of high, I never really feel great after the fact, like after the day. Limbo we did a full playthrough of that, so that maybe we could muck around and do something there, but it's kind of like Little Nightmares in the sense that it's tough to do again. You prefer PvE rather than PvP? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. I very much agree. because you can do things at your own pace, and you can stop and look at the view, and you can, admire graphics and things like that. Look at a lot of different things that you might not necessarily get time for in PvP. You might miss out on in PvP. We haven't done Shenmue yet. I did an audio test for that, and it was really weird. It was really sort of janky, so I had to go back to it. I sort of put it on the back burner and went, yeah, I'll do that later. Just didn't. Observer's going to be tough again. It's going to be tough to go back to because it's it's like a one and done sort of thing. Retro Classics we didn't do. Expedition 33. We're definitely going back to revisit that. And the thing is, part of the reason we've got to do it over 2 days is because having a lot of these games installed, they take up a lot of space. And day 1 to day 2, there's not... they're not all going to fit onto the hard drive. So we kind of have to hopefully knock out a few of the larger file size games the first day so that we can put some of the other larger file size games onto the hard drive before the second day. Hey, you get out of here, bot. Or Subnautica, this game gave me chills. I think I did Subnautica below 0 this year. I think I did below 0. I did Subnautica a couple of years ago. But I think I did below 0 this year, and we still need to finish it. But yeah, no, Subnautica is... because these are all games that I've played in the last 12 months. So that's the biggest part of it, is that they have to be something that I've played within the past 12 months, unless we've got a good reason to go back to it for the anniversary stream specifically. We did a lot of Subnautica. I have very mild sort of thalassophobia, so very deep water gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not comfortable. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's supposed to be like that, but no, it's more so. Like, I went out to the void once, and I literally, I was on the surface. I was on the surface and drove out to the void. Like, I was breaching the surface of the water so I could see the sky. And I drove out there because everybody was like, oh, you've got to go out to the void, you've got to go out to the void. And as soon as it was like, ecological dead zone, I went, nope, and turned around and went back. And that was it. That's the only time I went into the void. I couldn't do it. Yeah, no, it's Subnautica is definitely a horror game for me. Which is funny because a lot of horror games aren't. But Subnautica definitely is. Marble it up. Yeah, but yeah, we could do a little bit of marble it up. Maybe. Marble it up. Wanted Dead we didn't do. I don't even know how I got achievements in that, because I don't remember actually playing it at all. At all. I gotta do a quick check, because, like... See a finishing strike, unlock a skill for the first time, obtain a collectible. I do not remember playing this game whatsoever. I don't remember, at all. Not even a little bit. I honestly didn't even think that I had booted it up. But apparently I have. There you go. That's not what I want. I don't want a leaderboard. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? I can understand just watching a video of this game terrifies me. Well, if you ever want to play through where it is somebody who is very uncomfortable with the whole situation, that's mine. And I basically like to, I've sort of maintained the base, and like we get the whole story done and everything, but the whole time it is a very uncomfortable experience for me. I'm not going to play original Oblivion. Even I know we streamed it. I'm not. If we're going to do Oblivion Remastered, that'll cover it. We don't need to do original Oblivion as well. Blueprints I do want to go back to and do a run or two of. Ooh, we're on the second page. We're going to start a second page after this one. Blueprints. Blueprints was great. I really enjoyed Blueprints. That was a really fun game. Maneater I didn't play. Again, I booted it up, got to the menu and went, eh. Skyrim, I don't think I did on stream. Minecraft, we've had 1 or 2 streams this year, but it was like the different sort of adventure maps and one-offs or tutorial maps and things like that. I don't think we'd get anything done in Minecraft in half an hour, so it might not be worth bothering with. I'll put it as a question mark. It's sort of... I'll have to figure out if it can be fit into that time frame. The Expanse. So I did every episode up to the finale, and then I didn't do the finale. I don't remember why. But I didn't do the finale and I didn't do the bonus episode, and they're both going to be like at least an hour long each. So I probably won't do that on stream. And the more I think about it, the more I think I didn't actually stream it. I'm pretty sure that that is specifically one that I recorded as like a movie almost. So, maybe not. There might be a special episode of that I record off stream to be part of the anniversary celebration week. But we'll see what happens. Adamfall, yeah, we'll go back and do a little bit of Adamfall. We've never actually finished Adamfall, which is the story of 2/3 of the games on this list. But we got pretty close to the end of that. Rare replay, we did Conkers. We did a little bit of Conkers. Conkers Bad Fur Day. I might be able to do something with that, but probably not. South of Midnight, never played it. Installed it. Never played it. Bioshock, yeah, there's some challenge rooms in Bioshock. We could do a challenge room in Bioshock. That could be pretty easy to set up. I know I streamed Close to the Sun as like a test to see how it would go. We might be able to... I feel like I want to play through that. I don't think I really streamed that this year, so I'm not gonna put that on the list. Same with Bioshock 2, I didn't actually stream it. Minecraft Story Mode. I don't believe I did. I think I installed it to see if I could, and then I realized you can't actually get the other episodes anymore, so I only have the first episode. That was when we were going through the Telltale phase, which we go through annually. Oddworld I didn't stream. Blizzard Arcade Collection I didn't stream. Sea of Stars we never played. Graveyard Keeper. Again, I don't remember playing Graveyard Keeper at all. At all. This says that I got the achievements in 2019, so who knows what happened there. Can you load, please? There we go. Oh, we have the longest scroll. I'm just gonna have to trust we get a game coming up in the future that is like, you played this and got achievements. I'll be like, I believe you. I went way past it. Here we go. Thief Simulator. Yeah, we did a couple of streams of Thief Simulator. I never bought it, so if it's on Game Pass still, I might. Thief Sim was pretty fun. I think with Thief Sim though, like, for me it kind of got repetitive pretty quick, so... But, you know, I've heard it's had some updates and stuff, whether they're actually on the Xbox version or not, but if it's still on Game Pass, we'll give it a spin. Plague Tale Requiem, we never streamed. Plague Tale Innocence, I don't think it has a chapter select. I could be wrong, but it would probably be tough to go back to. Plague Tale. Teardown we can definitely do. Teardown, it'll be good fun. I like Teardown. I like Teardown a lot. Rays of Light, again, it's a one and done. Like, I can't really do that. It was good, but I can't really do it. Stardew Valley, if we do that, it'll be like one day. And we probably just won't go to bed. We'll probably just have the one day to like get up to speed, and then we could continue our Stardew Valley series. Let's put a lot of hours into that. That was a big like few weeks where we just played Stardew Valley, and it was like 9-hour streams every day. I was ill at the time, so I was like, I'll play this. I'll start a new farm. But it might be a good bit of a refresher. Enter the Gungeon. I don't think I streamed it. Ghostwire Tokyo we never finished. We could do a little bit more of that. As soon as I remember how to spell ghost. Come on, brain. Tokyo. Witcher 3. I did like a tech test for it. Avowed. I know I played it. I don't even remember if I played it on stream or not. If it was, it would have been like The Witcher. We just did a test run of it. Temtem, I haven't played. I installed it to see if it would work. I haven't played. 7 Days to Die, I don't think I streamed. Abzu, I know I didn't stream. Core Keeper, I started because I was like, I'll play this. Because I had this grand idea of having the Stardew Valley series and then playing it, and then at the end of one of the episodes of Stardew Valley, having it so that it's like I'm fall asleep in the mines and then it just ends. Rather than you waking up at home, just like stopping the video then and there, and then the next episode of quote-unquote Stardew Valley in its place would be the first episode of Core Keeper, and it, because you sort of wake up underground, like something, I can't remember exactly how it starts, but like you touch a stone and you get teleported deep underground, and I thought that would be kind of cool. But we'll yeah, never ended up actually getting into that. Same with Watch Dogs Legion. Not same as in I was going to make it related to Stardew Valley, but yeah. Yeah, we need to actually start that. I think I was testing that to see if we could do a playthrough of it and like how long it would take to get the Assassin's character, and I was going to treat it like an Assassin's Creed game. Borderlands 3 I didn't do on stream. Jackbox Party Starter we did. Jackbox Party Starter was really fun the few times that we did it. And I think I'll do that. We might even open the anniversary streams with that. Because the anniversary streams we're going to do at a specific time and all that sort of thing, so people will be able to like feel, you know, they'll get a feel for it or whatever and get into it. I didn't play Paint the Town Red. I didn't play no, that's not Paint the Town Red, whatever it's called. Chicken Police. I didn't play Ad Infinitum. I didn't do Raven's Watch on stream. I didn't play The Pedestrian. KCD. Did I play KCD this year? I must have, because Hogwarts Legacy was definitely this year. I don't know if I did it on stream or not. I'll put it there. It'll make everybody happy. We'll go nest hunting. Everybody loves a little bit of nest hunting. Darkest Dungeon definitely wasn't done on stream. I did a test of that, because that's another one that you can create characters and, you know, I can add you guys to it, and it'll be really cool. Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, obviously it'll be on the list, but I'm just trying to think of what we'll do. We could go for a fly around the world, which was always pretty cool, or we could do an arena or something. Yeah, Balatro. Chuck Balatro on the list. We do a round of Balatro. Barnfinders was weird. I'll put it on the list, but it was weird. Barnfinders was very strange with the shop that you run and the aliens and the looting homes, and it's very strange. I don't think I did Banjo-Kazooie on stream. I haven't played Genshin Impact. I haven't played Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. We just booted it up to test it. What else we got? Oh, Death Stranding? Yes, for sure. I definitely didn't play Hunt Showdown this year. Even though it's there, I would have opened it for some reason and then closed it again. Death Stranding. The Talos Principle I didn't play. Fights in Tight Spaces, hey? I don't know if I streamed that this year, but I might have. I don't know. We'll put it there. We'll put a question mark on it. Fights in tight spaces. Question mark? 9 Souls we didn't play. Townscaper. I don't believe I've streamed it this year. Maybe we did. I don't think we did Hollow Knight on stream either. Conan Exiles we might have. Maybe. I feel like the last time I actually played Conan Exiles was on the last anniversary stream. Put a question mark next to it. See. We'll see. Cyberpunk, yeah, sure, why not? Even though I haven't actually started a series on that, I've had plenty of random episodes of it. Did we do Dying Light this year? We've got to be at the point of last year, right? Yeah, this is last year's anniversary. Somerville I never played. Yeah, that makes sense, because then I think State of Decay 2 was last Halloween, maybe? Did I not do Below Zero this year? Never started that. I feel like maybe it's... Yeah, see, there's Nobody Wants to Die. Hold on, where was... Where are you? I feel like Dying Light was last year. Till 2022, but go to the more recent ones. Oh no, Dying Light wasn't even last year. Dying Light was 2022, like, altogether. Huh. Doesn't feel like I played it that long ago, but I guess I did. There you go. Yeah, so that must be the previous anniversary. Alright, well. Sit up. Here we go. So. Here is the list. We have... Cyberpunk 2077, Conan Exiles, Townscaper. Some of these have question marks on them. Fights in Tight Spaces, Death Stranding, Barnfinders, Balatro, Hogwarts Legacy, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Jackbox, Ghostwire Tokyo, Stardew Valley, Teardown, Plague Tale, Thief Simulator, Bioshock, Atomfall, Minecraft, Blueprints, Marble It Up, Expedition 33, Observer, Limbo, Elden Ring Night Rain, Oblivion, Liza P, Grounded, Dredge, Shotgun King, Control, Midnight Suns, the Escape Room series, which I don't know what I'm going to do for that, but Slay the Spire, Ball Pit, Red Dead Online, Kingdom 80s, Little Nightmares, Fallout 76, Hitman 3, GTA Online, and Supermarket Simulator. And that is specifically the ones, aside from, I think, Hitman 3, that I've actually streamed this year. And then there might be a few others, like Cloudpunk, you know, a couple of the other usual suspects that we might revisit as well. Because I feel like Cloudpunk definitely has to be on that list. I should actually write that down just in case I forget it, because I don't want to forget it. I don't want to forget Cloudpunk. How can you forget Cloudpunk? Cloudpunk is really annoying. and everybody seems to really enjoy that. Cloudpunk, there we go. Alright, cool. Yeah. Beyond that, we start to get into the really random stuff. Like older bits and pieces. I just realized I haven't closed my window this entire episode. So there may have been random background noise. My apologies. See, some of these, they just don't feel like... They don't feel like they were that long ago. But they were... This is before last anniversary. Which is crazy because, like, Dragon Age Origins... I really feel like I played Dragon Age Origins this year. But apparently not. Didn't even notice. Oh, that's good. That's good. There could have been random car noises and stuff. Because I forgot to close the window. But I finally got my new headset headband that arrived and repaired things. So that helped out a lot. Hold on, I'm just checking. Checking when. No, let's not do that as a word. Dragon. Search for the word dragon. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, the episodes were up in June of 2024, so I guess that's when we did it. Good lord, my evening. I don't think we went back to it for the anniversary, though. I don't know. I gotta double check what last year's anniversary list is as well, and figure out what is and what isn't on it, and go through all that sort of stuff. But we can do that off stream. This is basically just giving us a bit of a preliminary list, and big stretch. Okay, but the anniversary stream is good in two ways. One, it lets us sort of revisit some good moments from the past, but also it reminds me of certain games that I haven't finished and sort of reignites a desire to continue with them. So that's a nice little bonus. See, things like Hellblade. We didn't finish Hellblade. I got so close. I don't know why. I don't know why. I was so close. So close. Didn't finish it. Jedi Fallen Order. Again. So close. Didn't finish it. Bending the Ink Machine we finished, but I don't really... Like, there's some stuff that I'm just like, another Crab's Treasure we didn't even start. Yeah. There'll be a few in here. I'm surprised I don't have any achievements for dangerous driving. Doom Eternal we never actually got into. Installed it. That was it. Ignalis again. It was on Game Pass. We installed it. And then it was off Game Pass and we missed out on it. It has definitely given me some ideas of what to go play. Actually start a proper series of. Things are going back pretty far now. Yeah, Dark Souls 3, there it is. Game of Thrones. Dishonored. Craftopia. Pepper. A merchant dreams of living peacefully with a wolf. Or something. I don't remember. That was such a weird game as far as translations are concerned. Spelunky, House Flipper. There's a lot of things. Like, because obviously it is stuff that we need to go back and there's some stuff that we need to revisit. Because we never we never actually visited them in last year's anniversary. We were pretty limited on time last year. There was only so much stuff that we could do, you know. But yeah. There's so many games that we've installed and never actually booted up. But that's okay. That's okay. Such is life, eh? We'll get there one day or we won't. Oh, I am fish. Oh, I am fish. You can go. You can go away. That is a rage game in disguise. Looks like a friendly, happy, just little happy-go-lucky, puzzly sort of game. No. No, no. Breath Edge, Cuphead. Yeah, Dark Souls 2. Pretty sure we've never rebooted Dark Souls 2. I'm pretty sure I've never gone back to that. There's reasons. It's fine. You know, it's part of the series. I'm glad I enjoyed it. Or glad I played it, sorry. But, yeah, never will I be going back to that. Yeah, there's no achievements for Alice. Dark Souls Remastered. Empire of Sin we didn't boot up. Yeah. Lords of the Fallen original. Scary, gross. Yakuza 0 we never actually booted up. Yeah. Really going back now. I didn't think After Party came out that long ago. Yes, it did. Stranger Things 3, the game. What? It was a game? Yeah. I do want to play through Dex as well. Dex looks like a really cool game. Metro Exodus. I booted it up. Crew 2. I don't know what level head is. We haven't got any achievements in Uno because I don't think we ever actually played it. Farm Sim 19. Knights of Pen and Paper. Phantom Pain. I think somebody outside is being attacked. Minute Dead or Alive. Final Fantasy 15. Sort out online. All sorts of crazy stuff. Well, I'm not sure what is now happening outside. I think somebody might be turning into a werewolf. But, Vodlings. That brings us to the end of this random little mini-sode. This little in-betweeny episode. So if you're watching this tomorrow, 10 years from now, long after I'm gone, you're probably watching it on the playlist. It's probably unlisted, and it is probably either at the very start or the very end of the anniversary playlist. I don't know where it's going to be. This isn't for a couple of weeks for me, so I'm just winging it. But we will see. I'll catch you next time. See ya.